once again. Good evening, folks. Welcome to Friday Night Tech Talk. And you're on Mobile Geezer's channel, so you know I'm Mobile Geezer. Glad to have you here. And we get together every Friday and discuss the week's tech news from last Friday to this Friday. And if this is your first time here, welcome, and say something in the comments. Let me know you're here. And let's see who's here tonight. Brian was very early. He was the first one in. Glad to have you here. Right behind him was Eleanor. And she's glad the work week is over. And then Renz popped in. Of course, Renz is at work already, but we're glad you're here. And as gracious as he always is, he always said he was always a pleasure to be here. And Vince just popped in right on time. Hey, Vince, glad to have you here as always, brother. So I don't know who else is here right now. If you're here and you haven't made a comment yet, please feel free. And I gather Mike is going to pop in sometime tonight. So hopefully I'll hang on by myself long enough that he gets here. I think he said somewhere between 8:30 and 9. So usually when I'm by myself, I usually make it to about 9 o'clock. I think that's what I made it to last week. And of course, Will or Ted could pop in. I never know when either of them are going to pop in. Mike always tries to let me know one way or the other. And Mike talked about Samsung Unpacked in his morning blog from the car today, and that's what most of today's show is going to be about. So as I said, if you're new here, I'll show you where you can see the show notes. Every week, the show notes are on my website. So I'll share that. And let's see. Let me go over here. So if you go over to mobilegeezer.wordpress.com and you click on the very first story with today's date, you'll get just tonight's show notes. So while we're here, I'm going to let you see what we've got here. So I always try to start with the story that's not the heaviest, just to give people a little time to get in. I usually put what I consider the biggest story as the second. But since last week we talked about chatbots and AI, I figured I'd start this week's show with AI too. And I said AI can create music too. Google's Music LM. And okay. I think I'm kicking my cord with my feet. That's my problem. Okay. Hopefully I won't do that again. So it's kind of interesting. I did listen to some of the music the AI came up with. And most of you know I was a singer and sax player and musician for most of 50 years playing in bands. So did it appeal to me? Kind of. It's fascinating, but you'll see what I mean when we get there. So then we move on to this week's big news, which was Galaxy Unpacked 2023. And I just said what was introduced. The Verge gave us a complete rundown on it. So we'll go over that. The whole rest of the show is going to be about that. So I'm very, very excited for the S23 Ultra. So I said the Galaxy S23 Ultra camera, what makes it different? That's on CNET. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Then we have the S23 Ultra versus the iPhone 14 Pro Max, which I have right here. And they're going to do a straight up spec comparison, and that's again on CNET. And my final story is the three laptops that were introduced by Samsung this week. These are high end, and I mean seriously high end. I said, finally, the new Book 3 laptops, high end with the high end price. Now, I've seen a number of stores already where it's worth the high end price, but I won't be getting them. But I figured I should at least talk about them, and maybe somebody wants to spend that kind of money, but we'll get to that. So those are the stories we'll be going over tonight. So let's see what else is in here. Brian says everyone's salty about the trade-in values. Yeah, I think I'm the only one who's not angry at all about the trade-in values, and we'll probably talk more about that when Mike gets in here. Yeah, Ren's is skipping the S23, and that's what I did last year. I skipped the S22 Ultra. I got the 22 Plus, which is right here. And so I said, okay, this year I'm going for you, as much as I did with the iPhone 14, because, before I had the iPhone 14, I had the iPhone 12 Pro, never got the Max, and I skipped the 13 completely. So, again, I'm doing the same type of thing. So I'm trading in the 22 Plus for the 23 Ultra. So let's see what else is in the comments. Okay, Brian is skipping also. He's keeping Pixel 7 Pro. Yeah, I still have my Pixel 7, which is also right here. I usually put my comments straight from YouTube there so I can at least see them, and I didn't do that today. So let me do that because I see them a lot quicker direct from YouTube. He said, I'll keep my hand warm at Pixel 7 Pro. He said, it's going to be cold so I can record 4K without overheating. Good point, Brian. Yeah, Mike finally had his overheat at his niece's birthday party. He was surprised because he has a 7 just like me, not the Pro, and neither of us had overheated. Here's Don. Hey, Don, glad to have you here. Okay. And Brian says he's not angry about the trade-in prices, just more or less indifferent. Yeah, if you're not going to get one, then I guess you can afford not to be angry. So I'm not angry, but I gather everybody else is to a degree. Ren said, so you tested the hand warming capabilities of your Pixel during the wintertime, Brian? Yeah, I don't think he had a choice, Ren. His phone made him. But yeah, up until I guess Mike's niece's birthday was Sunday. I think it was Sunday. And I was following some of the stuff he was posting. And I think he said he had recorded in, I think, 4K, but he'll tell us about it, for about 10 minutes. And all of a sudden, it overheated. Then it started telling him it was too hot. And I'm not sure if the phone shut down or the camera shut down, but either way, it wouldn't let him record anymore until he got that cooled off, and he was kind of upset. He said he didn't miss anything major with his niece's birthday. I think she was 8 years old, so it was kind of important. And Brian said he already knew this. I destroyed my friend's Pixel 7 in 6 minutes with 4K 60 recording. Wow. And I guess I haven't done any anything with 4K 60 on my Pixel 7, anything longer than about a minute and a half. So maybe that's why I'll be all right. And, maybe I won't. But certainly something to keep in mind. Now, of course, the worst pixels that I had that overheated was the 5A. And I gather the 5 was just as bad. As far as I know, they were the two worst ever. Because you couldn't have the 5A on in 75-degree weather recording at 4K 30 for 45 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds, and it would just overheat, and then it wouldn't record anything, period. And that's the worst that I had ever seen. So far, I'm glad I haven't had the issue thus far. So I'm watching to see if Will or Ted come in, but we'll jump to the stories, and I think Mike will be here at some point. Let's see. Oh, this is his friend's phone. She was so mad. She swears she's going to get an iPhone. I don't blame her. You know, if that had happened to me, I'd probably say the same thing. Pixel 5 was awful 4K 60. I found the Pixel 5A awful at just about any kind of recording, but it was worse with 4K, but it didn't matter if it was 60, 30. For me, it was just terrible. And to me, it was almost unusable. I remember I was trying to do a comparison with one of the other phones one day, and I finally gave up and told them, I said, well, we're not going to be able to do the 4K because it just won't stay on long enough. And I just gave up. And Brian says it was such a nice size, and it really wasn't. Felt very nice in your hand. Yeah, Brian said give it 2 or 3 minutes. Ren says, I'm still waiting for the 7A, and hopefully that would have wireless charge. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm hoping it does. And that hand warming capability as well. Yes, Ren said he only used the Pixel 5 for still photos and nothing else. And it was fine. It was great with photos. So was the 5A, you know. So anyway, let's hope we don't continue to have these issues. Now, Will had made a joking comment to us in our Friday night tech group in Telegram, saying something about Android. And I said, no, that's not an Android problem. I said, that's a Google problem. And I don't think it's one they're ever going to fix, because Will was saying it was a tensor problem. I said, it can't be a tensor problem because the worst ones were the Pixel 5 and 5A, and neither one of them had tensor in them. So I think it's a problem that Google has, and I started thinking about it as a programmer. And I'm thinking, okay, if you've had that kind of problem that long and been trying to work it out, are you likely to work it out? And I decided, no, you're probably not going to figure it out. So personally, I don't think they're going to figure it out. Will thought maybe if they went back to Snapdragon. Well, the 5 and 5A both had Snapdragon, so that wasn't the issue. I don't know what the issue is, but personally, I don't think they're going to figure it out. I hope they do, but I don't see it happening. You know, my 34 years of programming or developing, I go back and I look at my experience, and I start thinking that way often. And as long as they've had this issue, I don't see them figuring it out. Big House is here. Glad you're here, brother. Welcome in. Haven't even done the first story yet, so we're just talking so far. Mike will be here a little bit later. I've got a first story about last week. We did some AI stuff with ChatGPT, and so I gather Google's very worried about this ChatGPT because it doesn't belong to them. It belongs to OpenAI, and Microsoft seems to have a lock on that because they've invested billions in it already. Don't mind me looking down. I'm tangling my feet up in my wires. So we're going to have a story starting off with that, and then everything else is going to be about Unpacked 2023. So, and of course, everybody's saying hi to Big House. And we were talking about the wireless charge for the 7A, we hope. And Brian said all phones should have wireless charge. Just give it the 5-watt variety if they're apprehensive about it. I totally agree, Brian. Totally agree. Be nice if they just finally agreed with us. Okay. So let me share screen. We get to that first story. Okay, and I said AI can create music too, following up with last week's AI stories. Google's Music LM, and this was on Ars Technica. So, Music LM, Google AI generates music in various genres at 24 kilohertz. Your musical wish list is Music LM's command, making audio from rich captions. So we'll read about this. I won't say it's confusing, but it's not super straightforward. And I'll give you my opinions of what I heard and saw just from a musician's point of view. But it's pretty fascinating, I think. So let's put it over into reader view. Okay, I thought it wasn't going to get there. And this was by Benj Edwards. Your musical wishes. I read that already. So on Thursday, researchers from Google announced, this was last Thursday, a new generative AI model called Music LM that can create 24 kilohertz musical audio from text descriptions, such as a calming violin melody backed by a distorting guitar riff. So if you just said that to it, it's going to come up with some kind of music. It can also transform a hummed melody into different musical style and output music for several minutes. That part I think is kind of cool. I haven't tried that yet. Music LM uses AI model trained on what Google calls a large data set of unlabeled music. And I think with some of the output they've gotten from it, or at least some of what I've heard, it's probably because it was one large data set and it was all, I think, genres mixed together. That's my guess. Along with captions from Music Caps, a new data set composed of 5,521 music to text pairs. Music Caps gets its text descriptions from human experts and its matching audio clips from Google's Audio Set, a collection of over 2 million labeled 10-second clips, 10-second sound clips pulled from YouTube videos. Generally speaking, Music LM works in two main parts. First, it takes a sequence of audio tokens and matches and maps them to semantic tokens, words that represent meaning, in captions for training. The second part receives user captions and or input audio and generates acoustic tokens, pieces of sound that make up the resulting song output. The system relies on an earlier AI model called Audio LM, introduced by Google in September, along with other components such as SoundStream and Mulan. Google claims that Music LM outperforms previous AI music generators in audio quality. The quality, I'd say, is good, and adherence to text descriptions. Now, on the Music LM demonstration page, Google provides numerous examples of the AI model in action. So I'm going to click and show you. I'm not going to play anything. You guys want to go there, you can always check it out. Even if you just type in Music LM, it'll be the first thing to come up. So this is theirs from Google. Music LM, generating music from text. It tells you all about it. But they have these examples here, and you can play them. I can't play. I guess I could turn my earbuds off, and you could hear them. But I'm not going to play them. But these are interesting, and they tell you what they are. Main soundtrack of an arcade game, a fusion of reggaeton and electronic dance music. This one sounded weird to me. A rising synth is playing an arpeggio with a lot of reverb, and that's what it did. As a musician, it's a style that you play within music. Slow tempo bass and drums. This one I've forgotten what it's like, but there are more samples here. And let's see. Then you have long generation, but 5 minutes, melodic techno. I did not think that was very much techno, not to me. Swing, it was kind of swing. Relaxing jazz, that was the closest one to what way they described it. It was kind of relaxing jazz. And if you're used to a lot of smooth jazz, it was somewhat close to that. Then you had these story modes, time to meditate, time to wake up, 15-second pieces. And then you have text and melody conditioning. This is different, and you can bounce around all over the place. So I just wanted to come over here and show you guys that it's easy to get over there and check out these samples that they have. Okay, so Google provides numerous examples on the AI model in action, creating audio from rich captions that describe the feel of the music and even vocals. I just don't think the descriptions and the music that you're hearing are all that accurate. Yes, it's kind of fascinating that it does it on its own, especially based on what you said, but I'd say it's about half of what it says, and the rest it's just kind of taking a shot. That's how I felt about it as a musician. Here's an example of a rich caption that they provide. So they told it this: slow tempo, bass and drums led reggae song. That's one of the ones we saw there. Sustained electric guitar, high pitched bongos with ringing tones. I didn't listen to that one. Vocals are relaxed with a laid back feel, very expressive. So they tried combining all of this together. I didn't hear all of that. So it's interesting that they can actually just get it to generate something based off that. Google also shows off Music LM's long generation when we saw that. 5-minute music clips, a story mode, which takes a sequence of text prompt and turns it into a morphing series of musical tones, text and melody conditioning, which takes a human humming or whistling. I should have tried that and changed it to match the style laid out in a prompt and generating music that matches the mood of captions. So anyway, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I just wanted you to see this, guys, that the AI is actually coming up with this stuff and doing I'd say a 50% good job of it, not 100%. Just my opinion. Just my musician's opinion, let's say. So it's out there. So if you can go through the story, or you can just type Music LM and then you'll see, it'll take you to the website. So I just thought it was kind of fascinating, especially since I started last week's show with AI. So, see these comments. We were talking about wireless. Big House said he'll take face unlock and wireless charging on the 7A. Yeah, I would too. I love my face unlock on my iPhone. Brian says, I hear they're going 90 hertz for the 7.5, so they're still not going to go to 120, huh? Okay. I'll take it though. I probably won't get the 7A anyway because I have the 7. Okay. We be chatting away and making the stream longer so that Mike will intend to make it. Smart man, Ren. Smart man. See, now Don thinks it's the tensor chipset. I don't see how it could be the tensor chipset causing the overheating when the 5 and 5A were like the two worst they ever have, both with Snapdragon chipsets. So I don't see where the tensor has anything to do with it. I just think it's something that Google has not figured out. I don't think it's something Google's going to figure out. That's just, as a creator, as a programmer, if they haven't figured out in this kind of time, with the kind of time they had and the kind of talent they have, I don't see them figuring it out at all. Just my guess. Renz saw the Vietnamese video that the 7A will be having 90 hertz, but the person behind the video didn't try to do wireless charge on it. Okay, so we don't know. Yeah, but see, Brian said it's their camera. I absolutely agree, but there's some programming in there somewhere that's screwed up. That's the problem. Annette, glad to have you here. Always glad when you show up. We're having pretty good discussions here. I've only been through one story so far. Mike will be here a little bit later. And so we're kind of having a lively discussion. So I've done my one story that has nothing to do with Unpacked. The rest of all the stories have to do with Unpacked. What else is Brian saying here? Wait a minute. Okay. And the Exynos-based tensor chip that you can fry. I don't think Brian's ever going to get over the difficulty he's had with overheating with the 7 Pro. I mean, that's been, and I didn't know until tonight that he had to hurt his other friend's 7 just by doing a 4K 60. So I can see why you're upset. Big House is asking, what's more important to you, wireless charging or face unlock? Question for the chat. For me, that is strictly face unlock. I'm too spoiled with my iPhones, and I'm spoiled ever since the 11, I think. And I absolutely love my face unlock on all of my iPhones. So for me, it's face unlock. Anybody else chime in? What's more important, wireless charging or face unlock? Now, of course, like everybody else, I want to be spoiled. I want both. But if I have to take one, I'll take face unlock. So we'll see. I'll let you know when somebody else puts something in. Okay, we're going to. Oh, here's Brian. Brian says for Pixels, face unlock. Yeah, and for me, Brian may be like me. For the phone, I'm going to use a lot, and Pixel's always going to be one of those. Give me face unlock. But he did say, but for most phones, wireless charge. So he may be like me. It may be because that's a phone you're going to use a lot. That would be my big reason. Okay. All right, Don figures we may be right. Okay. Now, see, Renz, he still wants his wireless. That's his number one over the face unlock. So, the rest of you guys, which one do you consider more important? And so there's Mike. He's lurking, and of course, that's the perfect attitude for a guy who thinks they screwed us with the trade-ins, because you want it all there too. I know. And here he is. Okay. Perfect timing.
They did. They did what they did. They did. Okay.
We have to agree to disagree.
Wait a minute.
Here's the problem. One, you're a Westerner, a spoiled brat because you're a Westerner.
That's right.
Two, you're an American. 10 times spoiled brat, and like every other American spoiled brat, including me, by the way, once you give us something more, we think we deserve to have it for the rest of forever. And what Samsung did is they gave us these huge trade-in values that were worth way more than they should have given us, and they knew it for 3 years, and then they stopped it. Because if you compare the trade-ins they're giving right now to Apple, well, they're kind of the same thing, aren't they? Nobody complains a whole lot about Apple's trades. I mean, they say something, but
no, they wait a minute. They never came out with such phenomenal trade.
Right, that's
they
my
never
point.
did.
So because Samsung went to normal, everybody thinks Samsung is terrible. Everybody,
George, I'm telling you, it's a bit of a conspiracy here, but I'm telling you, the carriers, U.S. carriers, are working with Samsung, and
I agree.
The deals
I
are
do agree
better.
on that.
Hello, everybody.
I do agree on that.
Let me
what
take a
does the net
moment
say?
before we continue. I
Nets-
see Big House saying, "Hey, Mike. Hi, hello. Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Thank again. Thank you for stopping here at George's. Everybody, give it a thumbs up and share,
Thank you very
which I'm about
much.
to do.
Okay, now see, Annette, she won't choose between Face Unlock and the
Well, George,
wireless charger.
it's-
She's like Mike. She wants it all.
it's the typical what we've been all along. Let's go back to the S9. I wish I had it here. Let's talk about the S9. The S9 was the
Wait, I
last
got-
year.
I got somebody,
Go ahead.
Tim trying to come in. Who is Tim? Because I don't know who Tim is.
I don't
Do
know
you?
who Tim is.
Okay, then he's not coming in. It's that
There we go.
simple. Okay.
Ah.
Here's Anthony, my Project
Hey.
13. Glad to have you here, brother. As always, we got pretty good discussion going pretty early. So, Anthony, I am alone on a desert island about the trading. What I am saying is, no, they were not terrible. They didn't screw us. They spoiled us for 3 years.
They didn't screw us.
To a
They-
normal price
right.
for trading, everybody's mad, and I'm saying no.
I
I'm
wouldn't
not
go-
mad because I know I was spoiled for 3 years.
Look,
Now
look.
I got $375 off on this phone. Should I have? Maybe not. Is it worth that? It probably is. But
How much? 370?
$375.
Mhm.
But do I think Samsung has treated me fairly? Absolutely, I do. So I'm not mad about any of this. So but I think I'm the only one. So I'm not Kype. I like being spoiled, but when you stop spoiling me, I don't feel cheated. Because I know I was being spoiled. I deserve it.
Everybody reacts differently. I'm just surprised that
I do agree with you about the carriers, though.
of the somewhat, well,
It was sudden. It was
sudden, and we
that's
should
the
have
big
seen
thing.
it coming. Way the financial world is and what I was getting at was the more that it just proves that they give us features. They do certain things with phones in the past, and they proceed to take less and less away. What I was going to say was
smart man, Brian.
I was going to say was it's me, Tim. What the heck is he doing? It's what this knucklehead.
It's Will.
It's Will. What the hell is this Tim crap?
He changed it to
Yeah.
Tim Cook now. Now we
Is
get
it? Is it Tim? It's Tim
listen to
Cook.
it. Listen to
Do
it.
you see the name, George?
Yeah,
That's a dead giveaway.
But before, no, I saw Tim. He didn't.
Oh,
have
you didn't
Tim
see
Cook
the
in
other name?
beginning.
You didn't see the
No,
last
he
name?
didn't have Cook initially. he just messing. Listen to that evil laugh. You ought to be
You know what he
ashamed of
did?
yourself.
You know what this son of a gun teased me? He shows me. He says his order's on his way for his Samsung S23 Ultra. And turned out it was just a prank.
And not
Frank.
surprised. It seems like the longer he stays on the juice, the more evil he gets.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Demented.
No, I had to put Tim Cook when I heard you say Apple doesn't have great trading deals. They do, only when you trade in an iPhone.
No,
If you
no.
trade in
Even
like
when
a-
you trade in an iPhone, they don't give
No.
you.
Yes, they
give you
do.
these nuts.
No, they don't really give you a good one.
No.
I don't think so.
No. Listen, last year, if you traded in,
I traded in my
13.
12 Pro to get my 14.
yeah, you traded in a 12. If you traded in a 13, you would have got like half of it.
I
think
skipped the 13.
That's why. They want
But-
you to do it every year.
Anyway, because you're here-
Samsung,
wait.
Samsung turned their back on the customers and
No, they haven't
they used
turned
to,
their back.
they used to
Mike-
give you
Mike-
George.
No,
George,
Mike-
they used to
Mike
give
said-
you.
Mike said it for 3 years they spoiled us, and we should have seen it coming because of the financial situation. But the reason we didn't see it coming is because the financial situation was here already last year when that phone
They
came
used
out,
to
and
give
they
you-
still spoiled us.
They used to give you a watch, a charger,
Yes,
a case,
that-
and
Oh,
a
yeah.
headphone.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now it's
long
awful.
before COVID. That's true.
I got my wife's S10 Plus. gotten. Well, I got the watch. Yeah, I got
no.
watch and earbuds and a hefty discount.
Right.
What's Anthony saying?
Oh,
What?
Anthony's saying these companies don't think about you, and that should, and they shouldn't. I don't think.
Mm.
And
No.
it's all the strategy that comes in those. They don't know if anything in their mind, let alone allowing us to enjoy a trade that's good or bad. That's true. Now, keep in mind, these people are for-profit companies to make money. I don't think they owe us thinking about our feelings or our pocketbooks. I don't think they owe us any of that.
Mhm.
Don't mind me, I'm a pure capitalist.
They don't, but they should have never started it. They're doing it
No,
because
yeah,
they're making
and
more profit. That's why
what-
they're
that-
not. They're
yeah,
not.
that's
They're
where you're
not
right,
losing.
Will. They probably shouldn't have started it in the first place because
But
we all
given-
got used to it.
Giving you a trade-in deal isn't hurting them.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, yeah, and
They're
Gary
just going to
says
take your phone and use it for a refurb anyway.
good things come to an end, and I agree. The good
Mm.
thing came to an end. We had like 3 years at least of
And,
really
you know,
good deals.
we just went through the Pixel 7, and those trades were pretty
They're
good.
pretty good too. Yeah, and
Pretty
I think the reason the Pixel traders got as good as they did was because of Samsung.
Because of Samsung. And so that means we ain't going to see it for the Pixel.
Yeah.
Well, no, we ain't going to see that. That was
What
crazy
is-
deals they had.
What is
Not-
Apple giving for the S22 Ultra, Mike? I think it's
They gave me
you can recycle
$375.
No. Apple trading it.
Oh, Apple. Well, Apple's not going to give you much of anything for it.
I think Apple lets you recycle it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't
They give you
that
the-
nice of them?
They give you the pleasure of letting you recycle.
Okay,
your
I'm
phone.
gonna look for just for giggles here. Okay, I'm gonna do a Pro 14, an iPhone Pro 14. And I'm gonna get that one. I'm gonna get the base model 128. Right,
Oh, and
select the trade in.
wait. Okay, you go
I'm
ahead.
doing.
and do that.
I'm doing. Let's see.
I'm pulling up something just for Will, but before you get
Okay. A Will.
Ew.
Okay, they don't have the S23 yet. The S22 Ultra 5G up to $305.
that's not
On
bad.
Apple? That's good.
On
They're
Apple
giving you
site.
something.
Oh yeah, but
Wow.
that's the Ultra. Keep in mind, that's the Ultra. That's not the Plus.
Well, at least they're giving
Do
you
they have the-
something.
Now wait a
Yeah,
minute.
did they have the Plus on there, Mike?
The what? The 22 plus is 225.
See, and they- so
Two,
they're
I mean,
saying
I'm sorry,
they're
255.
undercutting
I
you.
got the 255.
Well, they won't let you
255.
recycle it. That's better than just saying you can recycle it.
But listen. Okay.
Go ahead. They're giving us.
I was gonna
something. I'll
say-
give them credit.
I now trading in my iPhone 13 Pro up to $470.
Okay, yeah, and
Okay,
they're always
that-
going to give you more for that.
Well, considering though, I went to Google Fi and look at their deal, they're giving me $525 for a trade-in
Okay,
to the Ultra.
okay.
All these places got crazy deals going on.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Now I have a story just for you, Will. Just before I
Just
went
for-
on tonight, I
Oh,
saw
man.
the
I'm on
story.
the phone. What is it, George? I can't read it. What is it?
I'll read it to you. It's called
What is
Apple's
it?
crash detection is flooding
Oh, I know.
911 dispatches with false alarms. So before we knew about the what do you call it? The rides in the parks, but this is the real stuff, and they're killing. Apple is killing them. But there's stuff in here I want you to hear. So wait, let me go into read a view. This was on Android Authority. Okay. Are you gonna go
Okay.
into read? Yes. Okay. All right. Skiers are triggering Apple's crash detection feature and unintentionally, this is from real skiers, unintentionally sending false alarms to 911 dispatches. The problem became so bad, it's forcing ski resorts to put up signs asking iPhone 14 and Apple Watch owners to turn the feature off or update to the latest version of software. The dispatchers say they very rarely see this problem with Android devices. As soon as I saw that, I knew I had to
You know
pull this
why?
for you.
You know why, George? Wait, you know why? Because
ahead.
most Android devices don't even have the feature.
Yes, but some of them do.
The
and
only
they're not
Android device that
supposed to.
has it What has it? Wait, come on, Mike. Go on Google.
No, it's-
Which
it's
Android
further
device
down in
has
the
it? The
story.
Pixel? Nobody
Yeah,
has a
yeah.
Pixel.
Yeah, two paragraphs down. Apple introduced crash detection, a feature Android has had for a while.
Which
Dude,
which
launching-
Android device has it?
You know what? I think the Pixel does have that feature.
The Pixel's the only one that I've heard that has it.
But they're not they're not driving
Because
them crazy.
nobody
That's Apple is.
has a Pixel. Nobody's
Oh.
using a
All
Pixel.
right, I'll give you
That's
that.
why.
That could be.
Everybody has a Samsung. Samsung doesn't have crash detection, right?
Not the as a matter of fact, I did see a quick story. I didn't get a chance to read it. Samsung did mention the emergency SOS feature. They said they intentionally bypassed it this time, but they may put it in for next year. But they said they're not putting it in yet.
So see, if you have a Samsung and you get caught in a mountain with no signal, you're just gonna die.
But at least they acknowledged it. They didn't have to say that. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just had to get that story as soon as I saw it, just because of you. but you do have a point. There's a lot more apples out there than there are pixels. That's for sure.
Yeah, nobody's using the Pixel. It might overheat on them in the winter, in the middle of this.
Don't get Mike started.
What are you talking about overheating? Stop.
I
I said the Pixel might overheat in the middle of the blizzard.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Tim Cook. He comes in as Tim Cook.
When you're recording your most important video in your life, your phone turns off and overheats. Did you see Brian's comment, Mike, in the chat? He said he made his friend's Pixel overheat in 8 minutes.
Yeah, saw that.
That's terrible.
Don saying Samsung won't even give you a trade for the new Pixel 7 Pro. Wow, didn't know that.
Samsung is like, what's a Pixel?
Yeah, right?
Oh God.
No, AT&T is not going to give you that trade either. Okay.
So wait a minute. So George, did you order the S23 Ultra?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I didn't know.
I had it ordered before I got onto your live stream.
Really?
Yeah, by the time I got to your live stream, I remember I said I had to try it 3 times before it would go through. Well, I had already done that when I got to your live stream.
Wow. So can we ask what color?
Black.
Okay.
Why? Because last year and the year before, when I went for the specific custom color, I ended up taking 2-3 weeks after. I said, this time I'm just going for black. And of course, me being me, I'm gonna put a case on it anyway. So this is it what you're calling black? Is it the graphite they were calling it? No. It's called straight. It's straight up coal black. Let me go look at it.
Okay.
No, it's straight coal black.
Dang, y'all make me want it. Y'all make me want to go order it. Should I order it?
Yeah,
don't do it. Don't do. I'm going to leave the stream and come to your house now.
No, go ahead.
I want the white one.
Send it back in 3 days. You know.
I want the white.
It will.
I want the.
It
I
will.
want
We
the
know
white
you.
I like the
We
white
know
one.
you. Please. After I will admit, I was getting excited after the 3rd day of having a Pixel. I said, "Wow, maybe, just maybe." And all of a sudden, the next message on the 4th day, it's not going back.
Actually, Will, he did say that to me in a text, and I said, he'll send it back in a couple of days.
Don't do this to yourself. Don't do it to me.
I haven't used Samsung in so long. I might like it.
We talked about it.
We
talked about
Me and Mike were talking. I know we were talking about this earlier.
Mike, it's just plain Phantom.
I'm gonna go
Black.
check it out.
Just Phantom Black. Okay.
I'm gonna go check it out on Monday. I'm gonna try it on Monday. So what's the graphite color, Mike?
It's like it looks like black, but it's like a coal, like a dark gray.
Yeah, right now they've got green, Phantom
see,
Black,
now-
lavender, and cream. But then there's another set of 4 you can get just on their website, and I don't see those.
Yeah. Hey, real quick. I don't mean to interrupt, but see, I thought I saw this. Will, check this out. An overlooked fact: Samsung made a new feature of call screening software on the S23 series, And I thought I saw that with the new yeah, that's going to be killer.
They
That
have call screen.
they're going to now only on the S23 series.
Oh, I'm gonna get it now.
And
Wait,
that's so many
come on,
people's
Mike. Find out
favorite
about
feature
call
from the
screen.
Pixel.
If
You
it
know,
has
that's
call
a lot
screen,
of
I'm
people's
buying it.
favorite.
All right.
Does it really have call screen, Mike?
I don't know. I'm Googling it now.
It's got to be some kind of gimmick. It's not Google's call screen. Who's gonna pick up the phone?
Well, wait a minute. Don't forget,
Bixby?
Samsung. Wait a minute. Samsung has the Magic Eraser. It's
Oh,
called
I'm
Object
sure of that.
Eraser. They have the same technology. So you don't know. You might not know. Maybe they cut a deal. Maybe
Oh, I got it.
maybe one of them is
if they put
developing the
that on there,
software.
the Pixel's done then. If that comes to the man, let me see. Now
So is it on there or not? Do we know?
I don't know. I'm Googling.
This is
Okay.
breaking news. Nobody in the chat news.
Oh, Gary, it's just regular Ultra. There's no Ultra A that I know of or that I've heard of.
Come on, Gary, go get a Samsung.
Oh my God. What is this world coming to? Will and Gary both getting
I
a
see a- I see a-
No.
I see a Reddit post. Let me see.
Yeah,
This
that's what
person
I'm
has a
probably reading the same thing.
Hey, Don is saying it is on the series. So, Don is saying it's an upcoming Bixby feature. So Bixby's actually going to come up with something I
Bixby's
like.
still alive.
Yeah, that's what I think every time I hear it. But if they come up with that, okay, for once I'll
Oh
use
yeah,
it.
look, Mike. You see that article? There's an article. Intelligent One UI call screen feature is not available in the U.S.
Oh, not.
Not available in the U.S. What? Why
This
not?
this is from a while ago. This is from August of last year.
Oh,
well,
okay.
That may not be current then.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, but so it might
But
be here now.
But why hold it back? Oh, I know why.
Well, it's probably here.
I know. I
Mike said, "I know why."
Uh-huh.
There you go,
I'm
Mike. I
like-
put it in the chat.
that alone. That alone, that kind of mentality would just bring back memories of LG. We got this great new thing, and it's only in Korea, or it's only in Europe.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Oh,
Or only in China.
yeah, it's. Let's see. Now I'm going back. Yeah, see, I
Hey,
remember
George
reading
got
about that.
George, you got the Ultra, right?
Yes.
Dang, George is balling. George, can I get a loan?
George is balling because he didn't do it last year. Keep in mind, I do this kind of stuff every other year, both with iPhone and.
So wait, so you traded? What did you trade in? A 20? 21?
22 plus. No,
So that was last year's phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what phone
But-
didn't you get? You
but
didn't skip any.
They would have given me $5 more for my 21 Ultra. I refused to trade in my 21 Ultra, and I heard a couple of other.
Oh, I would have traded in the 21 Ultra.
No. See,
a couple of other guys said the same thing. They refused to trade at 21 Ultra because the cameras are just way too good, and I agree.
really, the
Yeah, but
21
these
is
ones
better
supposed to
than the
be better.
22.
These ones
The
are supposed.
21
These are supposed to
Ultra
be.
camera is better than the 22 Plus. That's what I'm saying, especially video wise.
Oh, the 22 plus. Okay.
Oh, y'all are gonna make me get.
And they were going to
I'm
give me
gonna get
five.
it.
And keep in mind, Google. I mean, Samsung was giving you $5 more for the 21 Ultra, even though it's a year older.
George, that's going to be a great video to do anyway, comparing the 21 to the 23. That's just material right there.
That was my next thought. It's like, okay, I'd rather.
That's
compare
material
the
right there.
21 Ultra to the 23 Ultra. Yep.
Without a doubt. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna get it, Mike. I'm gonna get it.
All right, you hearing
right.
him, folks?
Okay, George, it's bedtime. What do you say? What's your money on? 3 days?
Well, my
gonna
money
get
is
it,
on
Mike.
2 days?
Because he did the last one 3 days. I'm
Mhm.
thinking
I'm gonna
5
get
days. 5 days.
See, and
No,
wait a minute.
This
You
is like
see,
gambling
this is
on
an
the
easy
Super Bowl.
win for both of us. Both of us are going to be somehow. I'm going to be owing George a hamburger. I'm going to have to go and deliver. I know I'm going to
Mike,
lose this
wait.
bet.
No, listen, Mike. Here we go. The phone comes out on the 17th. What is that? A Friday?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes,
So you
it
know
is.
I work. No, I work. I work the weekend.
Yeah.
Friday you have to come from work, so we can't go that day. You can't give me my hamburger that day.
No, not a hamburger for you, for George. I'm betting George. Okay,
You're betting towards
look.
what?
I
What is
owe
the
you a
bet?
burger.
What is the bet?
I
What
might
is
as well
the
go
bet?
open up a burger joint instead of playing with phones at the rate I'm going.
What's
Here.
the bet? What's
The
the
last
bet,
time
Mike?
you had to pay off your burger, wasn't I there when you paid him?
Yeah, I paid off his burger.
And how
think I owe him another
how
one.
long
I don't know. I'm
how long
behind.
did he have to wait for that one?
I
I don't remember what I had to do to get that burger. But this
I don't
one,
know. All I know is
after
Wait a minute,
after the bet, though,
George. Listen to this next question to Will or Tim Cook. Hey, Tim Cook, you going to
Yeah.
carry 2 lines of service?
right?
of course.
Oh crap! I call bull.
Yeah, exactly. Good
You
luck
ain't
with
going to
that.
do it. You couldn't. That was the other thing. That was you were all bothered over.
I know. That's the
2 lines.
problem. I did try it for a little bit, Mike. I did forward. Remember?
Yeah.
And it worked fine. It worked. It
Yeah,
did
he
work.
did try. He did. You got to give.
You
him credit.
did try.
I forwarded
Yes,
it.
you did.
And it worked great. It was good for a little bit, but then
Mm-hmm.
did I tell you,
Yeah.
Mike? My sister got an iPhone.
Wait a minute. She the Android? Other
She
Android
was.
person in the house?
She was. My
What?
sister got an iPhone. I texted her.
Ooh.
I said, "Why is your messages blue?"
What?
So does
She's been a
anybody
Samsung
else have
user
an iPhone
forever.
now in your family?
What?
Everybody else has an iPhone. She was the last.
I mean, nobody else has an Android now, right?
No,
Wait a minute,
no.
what made her do this?
I
What
don't
made her
know.
do this?
I think because my nephew's about to have his baby,
It might
and he's
be
got an
overheating.
iPhone.
Who
So.
knows?
Well, no, she had a S20. It had to be a 20. Did they have an Ultra for the 20? She had the
No,
biggest
I don't
Samsung, but it wasn't a new one. It wasn't a 22. Maybe it was a 21.
21 or
20, I
20,
don't think
21
I
got really big. I think 20, there was a 20 Ultra, but that was,
It wasn't
That
an
was
Ultra.
big.
It
Yeah,
was a 20.
She doesn't upgrade all the time. So it was older. It wasn't a new phone.
wow. What did she wind up getting?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If I had to guess, I would say she got an iPhone 14 Max Pro Max.
Oh, she went all big.
Like me, okay.
Yeah, because she was coming from Notes, and so she's used to it.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
Dang,
I'll
like,
have
let me
it-
see. I'm
I'll
gonna go to
have
this
an S10
website.
for the first time in years.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm in. You want? What's the name? George was saying he was a man on an island. I'm done.
I'm about to order it, Mike. Let me see what. I just hate that whole
Okay.
2-week wait.
All
Is terrible.
Let's see if we get this
Let
done.
me see. Let me see. I'm doing it right now. Keep going with the story,
Okay.
George. I'm going.
Okay, folks, live action right now. Live action here.
I'm just looking to see if there was an S20 Ultra. Yeah, there was an S20 Ultra. So yeah, that is what I had then. Okay. I traded that in for my 21.
George, you got the 512.
Yeah, that is a good deal. I will
Yeah.
say
They were
that
giving it
that
to you for the same price. Yeah.
yeah.
They're giving it to you. So yeah, when I
I
went
will-
to order it, the 512 was there, and the other one was grayed out. So
I thought
The
they had a
512
graphite color.
Huh?
Yeah, they do.
That must not be for the Ultra. The Ultra is only saying Phantom Black, Green, Lavender, and Cream. This is on Best Buy though.
That's what I saw. Yeah,
Where are you at, Will?
On
on
Best Buy.
Why go through there? Just go through the Samsung site itself.
The Samsung
Because
site
Best Buy is
supposedly-
giving you $100 gift card. Hey, be quiet, dog. Best Buy is giving you $100 gift card. Samsung's only giving you 50. I don't have no trade in, Mike.
Yeah, you got one. It's called an iPhone 14.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing the article that you sent about the call screen feature not being in the U.S. But yeah, it's old. Okay,
George got black.
because I have a case. I got a case with it, and Carl is sending me a case, so I know it's going to be covered anyway.
Oh yeah, that case is if it anything like my wife's Note 10 Plus case,
Yeah.
that's a nice case.
Exactly.
That is
Okay,
sturdy.
No, and
So
you,
since
and
you guys
it's
know all about
protective.
this stuff, what is
See,
the
the
difference
exclusive
between the Plus
colors-
and the Ultra?
What's it again? Say
What's the
again.
difference between the Plus and the Ultra?
Well,
the Ultra always has better camera features, and the Ultra is the only one that has the 200 megapixel.
And it's got the pen It's a note. Basically, it's a note.
Oh, I thought the plus had the pen too.
No,
no,
the plus
only
no
the
pen.
Ultra has the pen.
The plus is like the like the iPhone 14 plus.
Pro
Is that what they call it?
Pro Max?
The Max.
No. Just the regular 14.
Oh yeah. They like the platform.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay,
kind of
yeah.
it fills that slot.
Yeah.
Man, I know I seen that floating around on Twitter about. I'm like, I didn't get a chance to click on it.
Oh wow, they charge an extra $200
For what?
for the Ultra.
Oh yeah, that's the same price as last year.
I wasn't paying attention to Samsung last year.
The prices, all three prices in the United States are exactly the same as last year. I think a couple of other places they went up $50 for the Ultra in a few places. I don't know where.
Oh yeah, you get extra camera stuff on the Ultra.
Exactly. And I have a story in here about what makes the camera so different, but I think the big difference is going to be the night photos, and they'll be easier to take than in the past. I was watching somebody's video where before what last year's the 22, you could go up to 4 minutes, and that's the longest you could take a night photography. Now you can go to 10 with this one, or you can set it to go to 10.
Come on, Mike. Let's get a Galaxy Ultra, whatever this thing's called.
Mike's got to get one for Patty.
Mm-hmm. Before I pull the trigger, I'm still investigating some things.
Okay.
You said she has a note.
Yeah,
Ted
yeah.
says Samsung giving customers a break because inflation. He's
Giving a
busting
break.
our chops. He's busting our chops. is what
Oh,
he's doing.
okay.
That's
Like what?
typical Dallas humor.
So, what do you guys think? I mean, George, you saw the whole thing. You see that there's a lot more ecosystem going on here,
Yes,
don't you think?
Yes, I do. Because there are already videos out there showing how you can have the new laptops and your regular Samsung laptop and your phones that have everything. You can start typing on one and finish on another. And I'm like, gee, where have I heard this before? It's like I'm in Apple land.
Yeah. And what about the nearby share? That was the first time I seen any kind of push.
Was so Apple-ish, yeah.
Oh,
Now wait. So
Yeah.
did you see when they were trying to say you can use nearby share with other?
They were suggesting other
platforms?
Samsung users.
They was
You
suggesting,
can't.
yeah.
No, they said other platforms because you can use that QR code or whatever.
Right,
but that's
that's
just
right,
like
that's
using a link. That's just like sending a Google's Photos link.
It's like sending a link. You're absolutely right. But I still thought the QR code idea was kind of cool because it was so easy to produce the QR code.
Yeah, but so then you got to sit there and be like, "Here, scan my code."
That's true. That
Nobody's
is
doing
true.
that.
That's true. But yeah, but if you're using it with a Samsung, you have no problems.
Yeah.
So did you order it?
Not yet. I got it on the page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just got to hit the button. I can't decide on the color. I don't know if I want white or black.
Now you do. I'm assuming you get some
If
extra.
I get white, I have to get a clear case.
I heard the pre-order changed the deals from what they were to. So what's your deals that you're getting with it as far as that goes?
It's just $100 at Best Buy, $100 gift
Okay.
card.
Okay.
I think Google, what's that stuff called? Google Drive, something storage. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
you probably get YouTube TV or
Amazon,
YouTube.
Amazon Music. No, they give you Amazon Music.
Oh, do they?
Google, was it OneDrive? What's it called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Google OneDrive, whatever. Ooh, I'll get it on the release.
Oh, this is the first. Hey George, you think about it right now.
Yeah.
Tim Cook is ordering a Samsung device. What do you think about this?
He's doing this to mess with our minds. That's what he's doing.
Oh, he did good coming in, and he had you all flustered.
Who's
this Tim guy?
No idea. I had no idea who that was.
George
Um,
forgot who
who
he
the
sent
heck
the
is
link to.
Tim?
well, I'm trying to think of the Google's
Well, yeah,
CEO.
then I'm sitting there thinking about which one of these guys sent this link to this guy Tim. You know,
Yeah. Well, what's so what's the guy from Google? Sundar. I'm going to change my name to him.
Sundar
Saying,
Pichai.
yes, but yeah.
Okay, here we go, George. This is what you got. Amazon Music for 4 months. Best
right? I
Buy
got
gift
that.
card, $100, and
didn't get
3
that.
months of 100 gigabyte Google Drive. I won't get that because you got to be a new
I got that.
subscriber. You got to be a new subscriber. So all I'm getting is the $100
Wait, let me go
because
back.
I don't use Amazon Music anyway.
Yeah, I never use this stuff even though it's there for me. But let me sign in and make sure, and I'll tell you exactly what I got. There
Send you
was a
to his
bunch.
friends.
There was a bunch of free things that came with it this time, like 1 or 2 more than last year.
So should I buy it from Samsung, George? That's what you're saying?
That's what I would do. But
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. If you're buying unlocked and the deal's not as great, I don't think. You got nothing to trade in.
Everybody's saying the
So
carrier
Samsung's
deals
is
are
better? Let me see what
No,
Samsung.
they're saying the carrier deals are better than Samsung's generally. And I
Compare the
don't-
two.
Yeah, this year they are. This year they are better, but I'm not buying it from the carrier.
Yeah, I'm
neither am I.
surprised. I'm surprised they're not. Well, maybe they're penalizing you too for if you didn't get. Maybe it was a better price, means you're not going through the carrier.
Okay, here's my whole order. All right, the 553 Ultra 512 unlocked. Trade in S22 Plus 5G. Now in process. This is all stuff I got for free. Galaxy S23 Ultra silicone case. I got a cream one because I didn't care. That's for free. It says $29.99, so I guess it would have cost $30.
Mm-hmm.
A 15-watt wireless charger duo with travel adapter, dark gray, discount $89.99. So I guess that's $90. That's coming for free. Now, 6 months free of OneDrive, 100 gigabytes. 2 months of Adobe Lightroom on us.
Oh, yours is better.
Yeah. 4 months of Sirius XM. I get that every time I order anything from and I never use it. 4 months of YouTube Premium. I'll probably use that again because I did use it last year and I just gave it up. 3 months of Spotify. Apple and them always give me 3 months of Spotify. I haven't listened to 1 second of Spotify yet. So that's everything.
So Samsung
then-
is only.
That's the thing about being, I guess, a former musician and singer. You know, I got all of my stuff in Google Music. I don't need anything else, so I don't go after anything else.
Samsung is letting me order it from Samsung's website, and I can pick it up at Best Buy.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I think check out the colors though.
That's good.
Too.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
get
I
more.
see they have different colors, but it take you another.
If you got the
to get
custom color, I'll bet you're going to be waiting longer. I'm not sure, but that's what's always happened to me with
Yeah.
Samsung.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Decisions.
Ted, I see your
I'm
question
so
here.
big.
Just OneDrive, not Office 365. I find that Samsung pushes the OneDrive.
Yes, they do.
It's like their equivalent to Google's their own one. What do you call that?
Exactly.
The one storage, whatever the store, the
Google One.
Google
Yeah,
One. Thank you.
They're equivalent to Google One.
Now I
agree.
find that to be there because I bought. I'm paying it now 99 cents for I don't forget how much space on Pat's side.
But check the
So-
deal I just got last Saturday, I believe.
What's that?
But only on my computer at my house. Keep in mind, I'm at Eleanor's house on my other computer. But
Mhm.
I got Microsoft Office, all of Microsoft Office for like $40.
Now is that including a OneDrive? Is that including additional
No.
storage?
That includes some storage, but
Some okay.
I get to use everything. You know, all of Microsoft Office products forever.
Oh, forever? It's a
Forever.
one-time, it ain't a yearly
It was
thing?
it was a one-time forever, and they said this deal isn't going to last long, and I jumped on it. Now I can't transfer it to this computer, but remember last week I sent you guys the link. I said I sent it 2 different ways. Well, one was because I had that brand new Office, and I sent it through Outlook on that.
Oh, okay.
See, here I use Outlook online like I used to do, but at
Mhm.
home I don't anymore. So I just thought that was a great offer, so I took it.
George, have you checked out? I'm looking at the story here for this laptop that Samsung's coming out. I mean, first off, it's obvious they're trying to be the MacBook.
Oh yeah, they're going big.
Or-
Samsung is
Right.
insane.
You want to go with that story? Let's go with
Well,
that
yeah,
story.
I was just perusing through here.
All right,
I'm going to read some of it, and
I'll
if
pull
somebody
up.
can jump in, except for
All
the
right.
guy who's going to buy the phone and return it, he can sit out, Tim.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not buying that laptop. You can count on that. I can't afford that. All right, I'm sharing now. All right, whenever you're ready, feel free.
how to pre-order Samsung's new line of Galaxy Book 3 laptops. The Galaxy Book
Yeah, and
3
the
Pro.
idea wasn't the pre-order. I just wanted to get the article that had everything about them. So this is it. So go ahead, Mike.
Book 3 Pro 360 and the Book 3 Ultra aren't set to arrive until later this month, but you can already pre-order them starting. That's just insane.
How much are they?
$1449.99.
That's the
1,004
cheapest one you can get.
That's the
and they
cheapest
go
one,
way
yeah.
up there.
Okay, I'm shopping right now for a computer, and Apple. You can find a deal for like a MacBook Air for under $1,000.
No, these are totally Apple prices, and people. I'm seeing articles. Well, they're saying these laptops are worth what you're paying, but boy, you
Yeah, they're
are
probably
paying through the
amazing.
nose.
They're probably amazing. They probably have face unlock and all kind of stuff.
They're telling you that the high end one for $2,200. Yeah, that's if you get the i7. If you get the i9, it's $3,000.
Good God. It was just all about it wasn't all about
It's the
smartphones.
ecosystem.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is, because they did show a lot of the features that you're doing on the phone, that then continuity. I think it's the word continuity they use.
Yeah, and they were showing you how they all work together.
They all finally work together, and there's no special download app or this one, or, you know what I mean? It was obviously Samsung and Microsoft are part. I'm surprised. You know what? I'm surprised that nobody from Microsoft was up on stage.
So am I, actually.
I just realized that with all that they went on, you would think they would show us some kind of presence. You got the guy from Qualcomm.
Yep.
I don't know. I just realized that was a missing PR moment. I'm going to read the story as it was. It wasn't all about smartphones at today's Samsung Galaxy Unpack event. In addition to introducing the forthcoming Galaxy S23 series, Samsung took the stage to introduce a new line of laptops. The Galaxy Book 3 series, starting at $1449.99, and consisted of 3 models of the clamshell Book 3 Pro, the higher end Galaxy Book 3 Ultra, and the 2-in-1 convertible Book 3 Pro 360.
3
Both-
Pro Mega.
Yeah, that's coming. That's in the next unpacked. Both the Book 3 Pro and the Pro 360 will be available starting February 17th, while the Ultra will be available a week later. But you can pre-order all 3 laptops starting today.
Yeah.
So it goes on saying here.
You can jump where you want. I'll follow you.
No, okay. The new laptops are the successor of last year's Galaxy Book 2 line, and look very similar. What's that?
Albeit.
Albeit okay. Thank you. I never saw it that way. Albeit with a few differences. Unlike their
Although these seem now, as I'm saying, these seem much higher end to me than last year's. That's my impression.
I mean, I'm impressed, and that again, the first thought was it just screams I'm trying to go after MacBooks.
Absolutely, absolutely.
The way the whole, well, at least the presentation was, and all.
And from what the big time reviewers are saying, they've done a pretty good job of it too. It sounds like.
So, look very similar, albeit with a few differences. Unlike their predecessors, they feature Intel's 13 Gen core processors. Each laptop also comes equipped with a 1800p OLED display that boasts a more spacious 16 to 1, or is that 16 to 10?
16:10.
Is it okay? Aspect ratio, as well as a fast 120 hertz refresh rate.
I'll bet you they are gorgeous displays.
Mm-hmm. With the higher end MacBook. I'm sorry, the MacBook. Listen to me. Galaxy Book 3 Ultra. Samsung is also introducing a new MacBook Pro rival.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, one that boasts a 16-inch display and NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 GPU.
And that's the one, if you get the i9, it's going to cost you $2,999.99.
Of course, how the Ultra and its siblings perform in reality is something we'll yet fully vest. We'll publish full reviews soon, but in the meantime, take a look at our hands-on on the posts for the first impressions.
This is the cheapy one right here.
This is the cheapy one. Listen to him, man. Yeah, it's made out of plastic. Okay.
Yeah.
How to pre-order the Samsung Galaxy Book 3 Pro. Samsung Galaxy Book 3 Pro is an entry-level laptop that is available in both 14 and 16-inch sizes in either graphite or beige. It features a new processor with more spacious OLED display that is predecessor, along with more spacious than its predecessor, along with the 120 hertz refresh rate. Samsung's entry-level Galaxy Book 3 Pro is a standard clamshell laptop. It's available in 14 or 16-inch configuration, as well as two different colors. Why is this repeating?
Entry level 1450. My mind is totally not going along with that.
Yeah. I have it in my computer. Huh. I'm talking about new computers, and also my old Windows computer just shut down on me.
Really? Okay.
I'm on the Chromebook.
Oh, okay.
It's having jealous rage. But let's see. Currently, you purchase it with a 13th gen Core i7 Evo processor and your choice of 16, 32 gigs of RAM and 512 gigabyte or 1 terabyte of storage. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's
True.
You know,
You're getting your money's worth here, I guess.
yeah. The 14-inch model starts at $1449.99 when you pre-order it with 16 gigs of RAM and 512 storage, and a 13 Gen Core i7 from Samsung and Best Buy.
Right.
Both retailers are also offering a few deals that that can help you offset the price. Best Buy is throwing in free storage upgrade for the 14 and 16-inch models, for instance, which drops the price of the 14-inch model with 1 terabyte of storage. Okay, wow, that's a heck of a deal.
Yep.
Still, now you're really, that's an upgrade. A terabyte of storage and 16 gigs of RAM.
Yep.
for $1449.99. It's $200 off. Meanwhile, the 16-inch model with the same amount of RAM and storage is on sale for just another $100 more.
Yep. So the deals are there. You just got to be willing to pay these prices.
As far as Samsung is throwing in its free storage upgrade to $230 in trading credit with your pre-order. So in other words, your MacBook Pro is going to be $230 trading credit. You can also bundle the Book 3 Pro either with a Galaxy Watch 5 or a pair of Galaxy Buds 2 and save 30% in addition. If you look to pick up the new S23, Galaxy S23 and the Book 3 Pro, you can use $50. Big deal. $50 in Samsung credit you'll get when you pre-order the new S23 device on the laptop. When you use this link, it's in addition to the extra 10% off. Lastly, you can pre-order the 16-inch model with 16 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage on Amazon for $1749.99. Though keep in mind that the e-commerce giant is not currently offers any discount or promotions. Somebody else can pick up from there if they care to.
Yeah, I'll go. Book Pro 360, $1,700. Samsung Galaxy Book Pro 360 is a 2-in-1 convertible laptop that's compatible with the S Pen stylus. It offers an upgraded processor and display and is available with a 5G connectivity option or in graphite or beige. The 16-inch Galaxy Book 3 Pro 360 is a 2-in-1 convertible. Why are you saying the same thing twice? And the only model in the forthcoming Galaxy Book 3 lineup that features a touchscreen that's compatible with Samsung's S Pen stylus. It also comes with 13th Gen Core i7 eFold processor and either 1632 of RAM or 512 or 1 terabyte of storage. Normally starts at $1899.99. When you buy it with 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage, and 13 Gen Core i7 processor. It's also available in 2 different color options, graphite and beige, with 5G connectivity. They're always giving us the lower end price. They never give us the higher end price. Like that, I'm going to skip down to the Galaxy Book 3 Ultra. This is the serious one here. $2,200. That's as cheap as you can get for this. The 16-inch Samsung Galaxy Book 3 Ultra is geared towards consumers who need a higher powered device than the Galaxy Book 3. With its NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 GPU, it should be well suited for graphics-heavy workloads. I guess you could need that. As a higher-end device, the 16-inch Galaxy Book 3 Ultra is the most expensive model in Samsung's forthcoming laptop lineup. Comes with either a 13 Gen Core i7 or Core i9, and they never tell you the price of the Core i9 processor, and you buy it with 16 gigs or 32 gigs of RAM, 512 or 1 terabyte of storage, and either NVIDIA GeForce RTX 450 or 4050 or 4070 GPU. However, the laptop is currently only available on graphite colorway. It won't be available for purchase until February 24th, so it's a week later than the others. You can currently pre-order it at Samsung or Best Buy starting at $2199.99 with 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage, 13th Gen Core i7 processor, and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4050 GPU. So I can tell you right now, folks, if you order it with the i9 processor and the 4070, it's going to cost you $2,999.99, $3,000, because I've already seen that in a couple of other places. So I just thought people might want to know about it. They're out of my price range, but everybody who I've read saying they think these are worth it. So I guess they have something that will actually compete with Apple. And I gather that's the whole point.
Yeah, that's what they're really striving for.
Exactly. So Will, did you
crazy.
buy it?
They're crazy. Because if you get
Look,
if
look,
you get
look,
that laptop,
look at the name he switched to. Look at the name he switched to.
if you get
Craig Freak.
if you get that laptop
Go ahead.
and that phone and you try to get the whole ecosystem, they're like more than Apple now.
Yeah, it could be, and that might be their strategy. Is like, well, we're worth it because of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, look, Craig Freak.
he's gonna be the spokesperson when Uncle Tim retires. Y'all didn't even talk to Renz. Renz was asking y'all an important question.
I'm sorry. I got Craig here bothering me. I'm sorry. Sorry, Renz. What's your question? Yeah,
He wanted
Pixel.
to know the Pixel 4 or the Pixel 5.
Oh, get the 5.
5.
Without doubt.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, especially because the 4 probably won't even work. The Soli or whatever that stupid thing's called. Google
No, that's
probably
right.
disabled it. But
That's probably true. Oh, so Will, did you order it?
oh, not yet, George.
Oh, not yet. I'm sitting on pins.
Yeah. Yep.
He's just messing with us.
Yep. He's gonna back out. I'm telling you.
Listen. Here's that evil laugh again.
I know.
That's crazy. Mike
He's gonna
always
back out.
thinks
Because he
back
can't.
out until
Because then he's gonna get grief from his friends and family. Why do I have a green bubble?
I know.
You
That's
know.
the problem.
See. Oh man.
You already know, Mike. You know what it is.
Yeah, I know what's going to happen. You're not going to carry 2 lines. You're going to say, this is too complicated. I can't do it.
Oh, boy.
It's a blue bubble. I don't get this. I don't get that.
Mike,
So you're saying he'll no longer be Bubblicious? Is that
Oh, no. He ain't Bubblicious. He's Craig. Okay? That's all to it.
okay?
Oh my God.
I don't. What do I got to do to convince you either to just go all in and carry 2 lines, and this way you can play with Android when you feel like it? What do I got to do? What is it that we got to do to convince you?
That's one thing I enjoy going
the
back and
Pixel-
forth between mine almost every day.
You know,
Mhm.
Mike, the Pixel was my go-to Android phone, right?
Okay.
It
Oh, he's getting serious. He turned on the screen. He turned on the
There you
camera,
go.
George.
it's
Okay.
losing the appeal. Like I don't even
As you're sitting there, while you're
like,
sitting there,
I
it's
don't
losing
know.
appeal.
I don't know.
I don't know. In other words, yes.
Like,
And then just look. Here's your other option.
the only other choice is a Samsung, but the Samsung.
No, your other
phone-
choice is, folks. We're all forgetting about the OnePlus phones getting dropped next
Who?
week.
Who's that?
The 11, the 11, yeah.
It's a OnePlus.
And OnePlus is getting like Samsung. There's so many. There's
Mike,
11
do you
this
see
and
how
11
ugly
that
that
and
phone
10
is?
this and 10 that and 9 this.
It's
and,
beautiful.
Come on.
That
Right.
green is so beautiful.
Like, wait, I'm confused. They have so many phones come out. Is that the one with the circle camera?
Yeah. We
Oh,
need somebody.
yeah.
They're coming less and less.
Mike, I
no,
would
they're
never.
coming more
I
and
would
more.
never.
No, they're
Gary's
coming more and
favorite
more.
phone next to Apple. Dumb Plus.
No. Gary, Soli works for you because you're in the United States, but Soli didn't work in some countries, I think, right?
Yes,
No.
it didn't. No, it didn't. That's true. I don't think it worked in most countries. I don't
Mike,
think.
No.
That OnePlus phone isn't even on the table. I'd buy an LG before I buy a OnePlus.
I'm
What?
with
I'm
I'm with
buying
Will
LG.
there 100%.
Wow.
I'd buy an LG before
Wow.
I buy a
No
OnePlus
updates.
or a
OnePlus,
nothing
Questionable
phone.
battery life.
The height of OnePlus was the OnePlus 7 Pro.
Correct. That was my favorite phone of theirs by far.
What year
I
was
was
that?
thinking last week, I wish I hadn't gotten rid of it.
18. You got rid of it?
Yeah, I traded it.
Oh,
That was the one that had the slide up camera.
yeah.
That was. I wonder if that camera still works. I wonder if there's somebody who still has a OnePlus. If that camera's still popping up and down.
Yes, out on Twitter. See what somebody
Whoa,
says.
whoa. Even Gary says I'll buy a Motorola phone. There he.
Hey, I have I have a current Motorola, so I can't say anything.
Is it doing good there, George?
It's doing very nicely. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. It's a strong contender. So yeah, that I just found that these laptop. I was scrolling through the stories here. I just couldn't get over how well they are powerful. But man,
yeah, it sounds like they're worth the money. It sounds like they're worth having. But boy, they're expensive. I mean, you're talking straight up Apple territory.
Mm-hmm.
So
definitely.
We have talked this stuff to death. Do we want to do any of these other stories, or do we need to? What do you think?
No,
it's up to y'all.
Yeah, I don't think we need to.
Okay,
no.
don't.
I'm good. I wanted to catch up. I wanted to come on and say hi to everybody, but I wanted to also
catching up with y'all.
catch up and see
Don't catch up mustard. Okay.
Well, we do both.
Oh, God.
Mike, I
didn't miss that.
I threw that at you on purpose.
Mike, you know what? My friend, right? He tried the Pixel about 2 weeks ago. He said, I'm going to try it. Him and his wife, they bought the Pixel 7. They tried it for a week.
And
right? So needless to say, he went back to his iPhone, right? But the funniest thing, it was his birthday the other day. His sister sends him a video, right?
Man.
He said the video looked so bad. You know why.
It was
wait a minute, they sent him a video from Android.
From her iPhone to his Pixel because he had the Pixel. It looked terrible.
Oh, okay.
Really?
He had to make
from the iPhone because the iPhone, the iPhone does the SMS part of the sending MMS.
MMS,
it looked terrible.
Yeah.
But he did try it. He did like the phone, but he just said, Mike, it's the ecosystem.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's part of the ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
He spent $1,500 and he had a Galaxy watch from when he had Samsung. He had a brand new, what is that? A Galaxy, I want to say it. Is it a 4?
Yeah, 4. Rotating bezel.
Rotating bezel is a 4. A 5 doesn't have the rotating bezel.
Yeah, Mike, you see that? A really good laptop is going to run you $1,300.
That's why I have a 4 rather than a 5.
Yeah, I know. And I'm looking. Now you guys got me curious about this Galaxy Book 2. I'm looking at some of these.
Gary said a really good laptop is going to run you $1,300. $1,300 won't buy you any of these laptops.
No,
that means
I know.
They're really, really good.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. $1,450 is the cheapest you can get.
It's going to just rake right through the. Wow, they got.
Check.
I'm looking. It's going to go through. Rendering videos like nothing to it.
Yeah, let's hope. One would
like if you get that, you have to really baby it because that thing's gonna have to last you for years, like that other one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the other one.
Well, wait a minute. I mean, I didn't. When you baby it, what's there to baby it?
You gotta take care of it because
I did take care of this one.
That HP fell apart.
Well, yes, he's right. Physically, I didn't do nothing, dude. All I did do would open, close it, and then all of a sudden, one day.
Well, wait a minute, you did make that room in the interim, and you did have to carry it up and down the steps.
Right? Well, once the room got done, it stayed up here.
Okay. That was wasn't that your biggest YouTube video, Mike?
It's just, I think it is. Oh,
yeah, still
that
is.
Video blew up. I remember I watched that. I don't even know if we were friends yet when I watched that.
No, we were just talking off and on, maybe on remember Google Plus? Google Plus days.
Google Plus, remember
so you weren't quite friends, you were more frenzy, huh?
Oh God.
Anytime I make Will grab his head, I feel good.
You see what he said, Mike? Invest in yourself. You really should get a good laptop, though.
Yeah, well,
This is what you do, Mike.
I'm gonna reveal something. I'm looking at a Mac Mini.
Okay.
Mike, you're coming. He's coming to the.
I think Will just teared up.
But
I
as
knew
long-
what to do when I changed
but,
my name.
but
to
are
Cole.
you going to edit everything that you want to edit on there? I mean,
Listen,
I've
Mike,
been
you'll have-
researching it.
Mike,
and-
you'll have
stuff to
iMovie.
learn in your editing.
Yeah, see, you could thank Munchie for this a little bit. I mean, I wasn't ignorant to it, but Munchie pointed something out, and it kind of some reason it rang in my head that yes, the Mac, get the Mac Mini, and edit on iMovie, and
Yeah.
trying to cut it,
Gary's
There you
always.
go, Mike. There
yeah.
you go. You're coming. He's coming over.
Shut up! I knew it.
coming
I
over.
shouldn't have even said anything. I should have just got it, brought it home, and then revealed it.
He's coming over. He's coming over, and then you're going to use the iPhone, and you'll be able to use the iMovie on the phone, and you're on your way.
Gary,
George.
get through
He
T-Mobile
said
and
get
get hacked.
T-Mobile
Oh
and
no!
get hacked, yeah.
Well, that
Oh,
really
Tom-
bothers me. What
Mike's
on
about
with
to
T-Mobile
leave.
too?
Mike's
I'm
here.
really am. I'm
Interesting
really
thing.
considering. I'm
Of course,
really
as-
considering.
As soon as he said invest yourself, my musician kicked in and said, invest yourself. Dun, 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 dun.
George, you need to bring instruments. You need to bring musical instruments to the live streams.
I
Okay,
can't do that anymore. I can't.
you can't.
Actually, when I don't bother with that anymore.
You should
when
try,
I-
man. You sound like
when
you
I-
got. Come on, man.
I've been told when I get real serious about singing, I can sing with no music and it still sounds great. So I'm told.
Mhm.
But I have to sing something really serious like Smile, smile though your heart is aching. Now, I consider that one of the most beautiful songs ever written. You know who wrote that?
No, who?
Charlie Chaplin. Isn't
Oh,
that
really?
weird? Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I do want an Android phone, Mike. It's
So
just-
did you stop the process of buying, or did
No.
where are
It's
you
in my
with it?
cart, George? It's in my
And
cart.
what are you doing?
Samsung isn't selling out. Don't worry. It'll be there.
Oh
In other-
man.
In other
What I
words,
really should do,
that
really
idea
should
has
do is
come
do
and
the smart-
gone.
I should really do the smart move and wait 3 weeks. There'll be 15 open box, excellent condition.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
could be.
There'll be a bunch of Swappa ones because people bought them and they're selling them on Swappa for, what are you going to like buy one, get one free kind of thing. You can sing Pumps and a Bump by MC Hammer.
You have to keep in mind. I stopped singing in bands. Well, I started playing in church band back in the late '80s, early '90s, I'd say.
I bet you Hammer
No,
probably
late '90s, but we were doing '80s music, '70s music, '60s music. Now I'm not getting my mouth all sore again, Renz. Took my
George,
mouth
you
2
know
weeks
that
to heal
song?
up from that after not playing for 4 years.
Oh, really? You did you play with you play a sax one day and
Yeah, because Renz had asked me to. I took 2 weeks to get ready. I hadn't touched it in 4 years. I said I could play this jazz tune by what's his name, Grover Washington Jr. So I played it and it proved that I could play it just as well as I said I could. And then my
Mhm.
mouth was sore for 2 weeks. My lips were sore for 2 weeks.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm
Hammer. Wow.
I'm looking at that. I just got to figure out if what kind of
whose-
screen.
You know whose songs I liked singing back in the '90s was Michael Jackson's. That was one person's songs I did
Yeah.
sing.
Yeah, his probably his mouth hurts because you got to pucker up first off, and then you're probably
and you-
some kind
And your teeth, when you're playing a reed instrument, your teeth are pressing into your lips, into the reed.
of.
So So the reed goes in between your lips and your teeth are on top,
Mike, you see
and
my
bottom.
name?
Like come to the 13th.
Unbelievable.
George.
Go
George,
ahead. Go ahead.
what year is this? 2023? By
Yeah.
2025, Mike is going to be an iPhone man.
He's saying you're going to be completely converted in 2 years.
You know why, George?
Uh,
Pat will still have an Android, but Mike is going to come over because he's realizing the value of the ecosystem. He's appreciating it more and more. He's realizing that the ecosystem saves you money in the
See,
end.
this is why I think I have it perfect. I love my
You
iPhone.
don't.
I love
I-
my Android.
I
love
can do.
both.
That's the part that's one thing that's got me. I'm just. I've finally mastered how to get video from my Android phone to my Windows computer and using Samsung's
and you
phones.
mastered how to edit on your phone too.
Yeah, I know. And now it's
But
just got to
not-
learn a
it's
whole new
not
file
seamless.
system.
It's
Huh?
not seamless, Mike.
It's not seamless. What do you
No.
mean it's not seamless?
Going from Android to Windows is not the same as going from Mac to Mac or from iPhone to MacBook. It's not the same. When you get that Mac,
I know
Mike,
this
when
is
you
good.
get- Mike, listen, when you get that Mac Mini, and then I send you a message and it's just there on your desktop, and you don't have to scan a QR code every time.
Oh, geez, that's every time I hear about this. Oh man, no. I'm not interested in it.
Mike, listen,
yeah.
you're gonna say, man, this ecosystem really is nice. And then the phones that you have in the backup are just gonna start dwindling down. You're gonna be like, I'll just trade this in and get.
Well, wait, I did my
AirPod,
MacBook Air
or
for
get a
about
HomePod
a year,
Mini.
and I never
Mike's
totally
gonna get a
switched.
HomePod Mini.
George, what do you use? You're using Windows, aren't you?
Yeah, I went back to Windows, but when I was a reader, I had been using my MacBook Air about a year. But I
You
ended
still
up
have
giving-
it?
No, I ended up giving it to her, so her daughter kept it after she died.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I think. I'm one of the things I might do tomorrow is go pick it up.
Yeah, he says I
Ooh, Mike,
don't
yeah,
scan no
he just
codes
dropping
and get my
bombs today.
messages on my Pixelbook Go. I don't scam no codes, he said.
Oh, nobody wants a Pixelbook Go.
Well, neither does Google because they don't sell them anymore.
That's true.
Even
So-
Google doesn't want it.
Hey guys, I'm feeling a little tired. I wanted to come on and
Mike, wait, you're
and I
going
want
to
to
get,
just
hold
look.
on, Mike. You slid that in there. You're going to get your Mac Mini tomorrow.
I might.
So you got a
I'm-
monitor?
That's the part I'm shopping for.
Yeah, you got to get a good monitor. Yeah.
Oh man, Mike is going all in.
Yep.
I
Sure
can't.
sounds
I
like it.
can't. As much as I love this, I mean, this Windows. I like my Chromebook, but I want
You want?
I want the setup.
computer.
Oh no, I want the setup. I mean, I like my Chromebook, but I want to be able to do things at the same time.
Mike, so wait, you're going to the Apple store?
No, Best Buy. They got. I'm trying to see. I'm debating between the M2 or M1. And there's an open box M1 also.
Yeah, I would go for that, I think.
What the
The
M
open box M1.
M1? Yeah, but then I
Um,
got to do a little research. I just found out before coming on that the M2 version can run 2 screens, where
Okay.
supposedly the M1 only does 1. So if I want to go dual screens later on,
Yeah,
I got to
and-
weigh it out. I
and
just
you
got to weigh it
definitely
out.
should get the M2. Which
Mhm.
iPhone do you have right now?
I'm a 13 Pro.
Are you getting rid of it?
No,
No, Mike
and that was the other thing.
You're gonna have to keep it.
No, I know. Oh, I know. No. I was just telling Will too. Will put the bug in my ear to trade this in for the phone for Patty, and I'm like,
No,
I
you
just
don't
got
wanna do-
this. I
not
really don't
for
want to. I do like it. I do like it. I do
you don't
like.
want to do that if you're going to get a mini.
Well, this is going on before. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. No, I don't want to trade this in, and
Okay.
that's the thing.
You
There's
see
the
it
things
very
I'm
good,
dealing with.
Don't
Don't be that guy in Mac Mini in a Walmart. monitor.
Yeah,
Mike's
that's
gonna get it. Mike's
Well,
gonna
one thing
get
I
it.
know about one thing I know about me. I love my iPhones enough that I won't just get rid of my iPhones and not have one. I'm going to always have.
Yeah. And Gary, trust me, I'm looking at a Samsung and an LG monitors right now. There's a few in play here.
Okay.
So yeah.
I still get texts from LG about 3 times a week
Text messages
on 2 different phones.
for
I
what?
get the same. I get trying to get me to buy stuff.
Really?
Yep, including displays.
Huh?
Yeah, about 3 times a week, and every time they send it to 2 different phones.
George, how
So
many
it-
lines
yeah.
do you have?
He's only got
3.
three.
I had 3 alive.
Only 3.
Only
That's
three.
all. I keep the same 3 all the time.
You guys are great that y'all can do that.
Hey, my bills are very consistent. It's been the same now for what, 2 years?
No, it's not even the money, George. It's just the hassle.
Well, what I do.
No, there's no how. Why do you say there's no? Why? I carry at least 2 on me.
Mine,
Every
I
time.
always, it's a
I always
hassle.
carry
You
2,
got
and I
2 phones in your pocket. Who wants to?
At
watch
least
some days
2.
I don't have the iPhone because I like carrying the other 2 some days.
Mm-hmm. See, I would did that. I got a lot of because there's so many
But
iPhone people.
there are days when I have 2 Samsung phones
Too
on
many
me.
iPhones.
So I don't have no choice. I got to carry my iPhone with me. If I get a family member or a customer,
Yeah.
I get some of my coworkers are also on iPhones personally. So
I don't have to carry my iPhone because the one person that texts me more than anybody else is Eleanor. She doesn't even like iPhones.
she texts you on the iPhone line.
She texts me on whatever line I have. Yeah.
Oh,
She probably
yeah, I
just
know.
has a group- she probably just has a group message with all 3 of your numbers and sends the same message. To all
No,
of them.
no. I wish she'd do. She says, "Which phone did you have today?" And she
Yeah,
sends it
see,
to the
that's-
one that I don't have that day.
That's a hassle.
Yep. That's what I'm going to tell her to do. Make a group one and just send it to all 3 at the same time, so I'll
Yeah.
get it.
But yeah, I want to do a little shopping and head off to bed and try. I want to get up early, get my walk in. It's supposed to, even though it's going to be like 2 degrees outside. I didn't walk today, so
I'll be riding a bicycle tomorrow, and
I
it'll
will-
be in the
I will
40s,
say-
and I'm like,
yeah.
cold.
How cold is it down there, George?
Right now it's. Let me go look at the weather. It's in the 30s. It might be down in the 20s at this point. But the high tomorrow is going to be 50. It's 33 right now.
It is 17.
Okay.
17, and then it's breezy. They says
I am only 1 state away from Florida. If I drive 11 miles, I'm in Georgia, and then I'm in Florida. So
I carry 1 phone, 2 SIMs, because I be damned if I carry a T-Mobile Revel.
I'm with you there, Gary. I'm with you there.
Oh, Gary, you're so.
From the day the Revel came out, I have thought it was nothing but a piece of garbage. I don't care how much you and John like it. I just don't see it.
John who?
Jay Will.
Oh, Jay Will. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He likes it too. Yeah. He's had 2 or 3 of them already.
Mm.
And I think Anthony had one too, at least one.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to head on off. Okay.
All right, guys.
All
Will,
right,
I guess
I'll-
we're not getting you this time, huh?
I still got 2 more weeks. I can
Okay,
walk in
so-
this. I can walk in the Best Buy on the 17th and get.
All right, Mike. All right, Mike. It's not going to happen.
No, it's not.
But
No,
we
I'll have my Mac Mini up and running before he'll
I'm
have
just gonna
that.
say,
Trust
make
me.
sure by next week you have some practice on that Mac Mini so you get everything goes smooth.
Why? What do you mean practice?
Because I don't want you to have problems in the middle of a broadcast.
Oh no, I know, no. If I have to, I'll get the Mac Mini going if I'm still questionable.
Okay.
This is the Chromebook. It's been flawless,
great,
and I did the stream on Wednesday on the Chromebook. So, but yeah, everybody, toodaloo.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Have a wonderful and blessed weekend. And let's always remember we all do better when we love each other. So see you next week.
All right.